Matron, take them away.
Okay guys, I'm going to go to market on pound JPY, and why we're doing that? Well, that's a little shout out to Big Balls Finney.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Get me into trouble again, because I said I was not going to do much today, but apparently he opened his gob, and I'm that stupid that I did it. Am I stupid?
Daft maybe.
Daft. Well, what are you?
I don't know.
She's lovely. That's what she is. She's lovely. Aren't you, Fag?
What are you after?
Sex.
Oh, that's disgusting.
There'll be no then. You know, this getting old larks need good. You know, suppose I better make some money. If I make some money, will you have sex?
You dirty old man.
Will it?
I thought you were trade.
There'll be no then. What's the old song? Saturday night? Yeah. Do you know what my Saturday night is? You know, the only grinding that's going on in here is bloody me sanding a wall down to paint it. Oh, this... Go on, have sex.
Jesus Christ, dude.
No? You've had sex before, haven't you? And you think my life's great? For the most part it is. For the most part it is. So if you're new here, this is a trading channel. We're very good at it, but it's trading in the real world. What you see is what you get. No rollback charts. I trade in the moment. I tell the guys what I'm doing before I do it. And that's it, really. And you either like it or you don't. Very, very simple. But I'll touch on something at the end of the video that might help you with trading, because it's about the failure rate of trading. And I mean, I told the guy last night he just needs to give up. You see, I'm not a course seller. I'm not anything like that. I'm just somebody that does a job. So if you contact me, and I do speak to everybody who contacts me, I'll be brutally honest with you, you know. And if you're no good, just give up. And it's the best advice I can give you. But I'll touch on to it later as to why. Because there's a lot of elements, and it's to do with common sense, and it's to do with repetition. And anyway, we'll discuss it after the trade. So let me do the trade and explain where this has come from. So if you don't know, I moderate a small group called the Scruffy Squad. Now, there's a lot of the guys do very well from this. And we're all on the journey together. There's nobody better than anybody else. It's a pool of shared knowledge. And I try and help them best I can. Now, they're in the bar having a bit of a chat, because we have morning calls every day, or market calls every day, rather, which is on Zoom. I do join into those, but they are allowed in the bar, and they sort of just have a merry time all day. Now, earlier on, it's sort of just before 9, it's currently 9:15. I broke down what I'm about to do now. Now, I've already had some money out of it, and they've already seen why I would have had that money out, because I've just shut a position off, but I will be going back in just a second. All right. So they know exactly what I'm doing before I do it. Now, I also back this up via some strength sheets. Now, this goes in at 7:30 on the morning. It'll tell you the state of play of the market. In other words, which markets are good. So if these are good contenders, they're the majors that are kicking around. So it's Aussie dollar and US JPY. I might look at that later. But this is what you pay attention to as well. And it's kind of got some of my personal rules on for them to look at. The pound is middle ground. Okay. And JP is catching up. All right. It was very weak the other day, but it is catching up. All right. But they are relatively close together. So I'm not expecting big targets out of this. Then I want to see a reasonable spread on this side. Well, that's at 14, that's at -7. So they are apart. So there is going to be movement. Now from there, I'll also update this on the hour so they know exactly what I'm doing as well. So if they haven't seen the video, they can quickly look at this and go, right, at 9 o'clock, the big fella's looking at pound JPY. He's looking to take the signal from an hours chart. That is most important, knowing which chart to look at. I'll be looking to sell it. It's ready to go. That's what monitor means. It's a B grade. Now, if you look down into my rules, I only try to take A and B setups because they're pretty much slam dunk. It's a fair trade, so it's pretty darn good. And be careful with the TP. Now, what that means is there isn't a full confluence through all the time frames. So just be a little bit careful with your targets. So all the information you need is there. All right. Now, from this, we're now looking to see what's going on. So if I push this back to the hourly, we can see exactly what's going on. Well, it's pushed up, it's come down, it's made a W pattern, down it's gone, and there's a failure at that level showing a downside. Now there's a strong drive inside a strong drive. Push this out one to 4 hour. We can now see the move in bigger detail, because you may be thinking, well, that move is bottomed out and it's going to push back up. But there's the bigger move here. So if it's going for full retracement, there is loads of room to get to the bottom. Fib to the bottom, fib to the top. 50% is bang in there. The next level of attraction is the 61, which is here. So it makes it this level. All right. So now let's go back to hour and see what's going on. Well, if this is the case, we need key areas of attraction to get in and out of the market. Well, if it came from up here, it came down, across. Let's just tag that 38 to the pip. And we're pushing down. We have a bias to the downside. So instead of trading up into these levels, what we're doing is we're using them as points of attraction to enter. So I'm happy with that. So the next part of the puzzle is, okay, if they're there, drop it to 15, see the state of play, down, surge, boom. Still showing signs of sellers. Here is the good area of attraction. Looking for the sweep of that, but you use the barrier in the process. Simple stuff, guys, simple stuff. And then simply down into an entry chart, which is here. Now, we've got nothing running. There's the tickets. And you saw me do that lot yesterday. And we just pulled out 50 quid on the market. All right. So we did that a few minutes ago. Why? Because I saw the slam, came to the area of attraction, took the money, let it reset back up to here somewhere. And then we're going to re-enter the market, working our way to here. Simple. So let me play this out and I'll come back to you at the end and I'll give you some advice. Okay guys, I need the camera because I'm going into a meeting. But just so that you're aware, we now risk free. The stop is here. It's trailing and we're just going to see how far this runs down because it's paid us. So there you are, we're 11 quid in profit. Took all the tickets out and there's the P&L. All right, so what's that? It's not bad, is it? You know, 115 quid for basically pissing about on a Friday morning and a runner. Done really well this week. I'll show you my trader sync a little bit later on. But that's it. That's trading in a nutshell. So I don't think I can make it any simpler. I really can't. But hey ho, hey ho. We'll touch on that in just a moment when I come back.
Well, we're waiting.
Okay guys, I'm back. So let's have a little look, see what happened with this chart, shall we? So let me flick this back over. There's nothing on the screen. Looks like it's screened down, pushed back into a level and down. So that's probably stopped me out. Well, let's see. So there's nothing running, tickets are out. And there you go. So stop me out. So it's not the biggest trade in the world, but it is well executed. And funny enough, I've just been having a chat about this and sort of did a one-to-one with Darius. So a little salute to you, Mikey. And went through a strategy, broad stroke, how to get there, and discussed quite a bit about where money's made. And money's made not in the strategy. It's made in the execution of management. Now, for me, I stage, I carve, and I'm very protective of how I trade. Now, to try and explain that to somebody can sometimes be very difficult because all they want is the money. Show me the money. I want the money. You know, but if you break it down into basic terms, how much money do you want? Because this industry is sold on huge money, but none of you make it. Not really. You know, the failure rate in this industry is huge because you're chasing an unattainable goal. But if you had that goal realistic, well, then you can attain it. And I've done it. You've watched me build my accounts over the years on YouTube, day in, day out. And I'm not swinging at the fences. You know, it's not Lamborghini. I'm by no means rich. You know, I do all right. I just earn what you guys earn. The difference is I do it here, in my house. You know, I can go out to the pub when I choose. Is that not worth more than a dream of a Lamborghini? To me, it is. You know, I get people kick in about that I only do a couple hundred quid a day. Well, 5 days a week, that's 1,000 quid a week. You know, there's not many people who turn down £1,000 a week to be able to do it in the pajamas at home. In fact, I am in my pajamas. Look. There. And it's Star Wars, by the way, boys and girls. Why? Because I like to wear my lounge pants. I like wandering around the house with just my lounge pants on. I can. Can you go to work and wear your lounge pants? Can you go to work and earn £1,000 a week? Not many can. So again, it raises the question, why do you fail? It's very simple. You're putting your expectations way too high. You know, it takes money to make money. So if you've got a big account, yeah, you're going to make some decent money out of it. You've got a small account, you're still going to make some money out of it. But just be respectful of the account. And just because it's small doesn't mean to say it has any less respect than an account that's huge. Treat them the same. the money is just the byproduct of that respect. Hope that makes sense. So there we go. That was today's trade. It's Friday. I wasn't going to go swinging at the fences. I'm done for the day now. Kind of give you an idea. The update will kick in later because it'll be syncing up as we speak. But I will show you my trader sync. Okay, let me flip that over. Let me just pull trader sync down. Now, trader sync, if you haven't seen it, is an online journal. It's quite clever. I need to update these because these were all GoldenEye. So what I'll do is I'll just do that now while it's importing. Sign is set up. They were all GoldenEye, which is there. And then that, what was signed, wasn't really a mistake. I just got in a little bit early on that particular trade, so we'll flick that onto there as well. And I'll fill the rest of this in later, but let's have a look, see what the calendar has to say. Now, if I put the calendar on, this is all of my portfolios. Okay, so like 10 grand. This is, oh, it's actually not all of them. That's all of them. I'll just flip the fund builder off. This is where we are up to now. So I've done 2.6 over the last sort of start of this month. So the first 12 days, 2.6. I can live with that. You know, I can live with that. But what I want to show you is this. It's a fund builder. I started this in April with 500 quid. I put 500 quid in a broker. And I do updates on it once a month. I grew it substantially then, and it is still growing. This account is now over £1,000 just by working away at it. And this is kind of highlighting what I'm talking about, money. I treat that fund builder exactly the same as I treat my other account. Take the same trades, I treat it with the same respect, and it'll build up. Now, it started with 500, it's now in excess of 1,000. Well, where's it going to be at the end of the year if I do the same thing? It'll then be a fund that can start looking after me rather than me looking after the fund. It's all about the respect of the account. So if you're stuck, I'm very easy found. You find all my contact details below. I'm very open, answer every single comment and every single message that comes in. And that's it. Finally, just click the like, subscribe, and enjoy your journey. But as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.